and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate. In the last episode, we recruited Nira, and it was a short episode, so that's about all we did. We also completed a side quest for Firebead Elvenhair, getting him a book, and he gave us a reward. The first item that we got for a reward was a book that you would have gotten in the original version of the game. However, an addition to the enhanced edition of the game was this scroll case, which is one of the most important items for us in the game, along with Nira's gem bag and another item that we'll be getting maybe today. They just help with inventory management. Now, I have decided since last time who I'm going to use as my final party member. I don't know if I'm going to pick him up to... Yeah, actually, I'm going to pick him up today. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go get him. Actually, no. What we're going to do right now... Yeah, we're going to go get him. The party member that I have decided on, I'll get a little bit more into him when we find him, but he is... Nira is replacing Dynahair as a mage for our team. We need someone to replace Minsk, and Minsk was a ranger. There is another ranger available to us in this game, however he's not available until the mid-game, and really I haven't even started the first real dungeon of the game, which is the Nashkel Mines, where we've been directed to go. So we're not anywhere near the mid-game. And I don't like getting characters late in the game, because I like to have them as long as possible when I'm playing. Like, there's characters you can't get until way near the end of the game, and I've never used them. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I've used them in mods.
All this traveling,
we'll get
all
back
this
to that.
adventure, how do you manage it? Until now, I was barely able to keep my head above water. Yet here with you, it seems almost easy.
There is safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers, eh? Fair enough. I guess I've just never really had a traveling companion before. My life on the road has been a solitary affair, full of cold nights and colder dreams. It's enough to make a girl want to head back to High Forest.
High Forest? Is that where you come from?
That's me, born and raised in the thicket. At least until my mistakes piled up high enough to come crashing down on me.
Mistakes can be corrected. I'm sure you weren't forced out.
No, I guess nobody kicked me out. But they would have, if I'd stayed.
What exactly happened?
A maiming or two, if you don't count the second-degree burns. Completely accidental, and everybody lived. Well, at least I'm pretty sure everybody lived.
Accidents happen, even horrible ones.
You really know how to get someone to open up. Why, yes, let me just share intimate details about my past. You put me right at ease.
Take your time. Tell me when you're ready.
During our magical training, we were supposed to summon a sphere of fire. And mine got away from me somehow. One moment I was concentrating, the next moment my classmates were rolling on the floor screaming.
A terrible turn of events, but you can't blame yourself.
Of course I can blame myself. Accident or not, I should have been more careful. I could have taken responsibility or at least fetched a bucket of water. Instead, I ran away, terrified of what I'd done.
I can understand why you might panic in that situation. Okay, not every line of dialogue from the new NPCs is read by the voice actor or voice actress. So I'll read this in a second, but before we get to that, I do want to say, you'll notice that the Enhanced Edition NPCs also have more backstory than the original game's NPCs. When we get to Baldur's Gate 2, the original game NPCs will also have conversations with us like this, but for Baldur's Gate 1, it's only the Enhanced Edition NPCs that have any real input into their lives beyond this story. And again, Nira's the only one we're taking. We've already encountered the good Enhanced Edition NPC. That was Rasad, the monk. Nira's the neutral one. And we've actually also encountered the evil one. But we'll encounter him again and we'll get more into him then. It's kind of you to put it that way. There are times when I've wanted to think that way. It was confusing, and I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Still, afterwards, I ran into the woods and couldn't bear to go back to face the consequences. I snuck back into the village now and then for food, and once to leave a note for my parents. But eventually I had to leave.
I took to wandering high forest, but I kept running into the wrong people and doing the wrong thing. Eventually, Turlang the tree and grabbed me and said, "Take a hike." Well, maybe not in those words exactly.
And so you left on your journey.
And so I left High Forest. I've been wandering for a while now. I've got a few ideas for a destination, but I'm still considering them. Come, let us continue this journey together.
Okay.
Yes?
So now we've learned a little bit more about Nira, and
Not a
I
problem.
completely lost what we were talking about before. However, it doesn't really matter, I'm sure. We're back here where we've already been because I can't get to the place that I want to go. So I'm going to have to leave here from the north so I can access things north of here. The character that we're getting is replacing Minsk. Nira replaced Dynahair as a mage. That's what I was saying. We need someone to replace Minsk. I don't have another ranger choice this early in the game. And rangers aren't the best class. I mean, they're not horrible, but there's better. I'm going to walk through this black, even though there shouldn't be any more enemies anywhere on this map. So I'm just going to walk straight up through this black just to clear it. So the character that we're going to get is a warrior of some sort. We'll get into what kind of warrior when we get to him. The area that we're going to is a little bit dangerous for characters of our level. But I'm gonna risk it anyway. It's this farm. Okay, it's nighttime. And I'm nervous.
With ease.
Here we go. Okay, the bandits are not what I'm worried about, but we better deal with them too.
Uh-huh.
Didn't I give you a sling? Oh, I gave the sling to Dynahair and took it back. She's not good with a sling, so it's actually going to be worse than her punches for damage, but I don't
stand
care.
ready.
I don't want her in melee. She only has 4 hit points.
What is it this time?
Onward!
For the fallen!
Okay, bandits aren't too big of a deal in small numbers.
It will be done.
However, in large groups, they are very deadly. I don't know. Well, I'll take the bows. I'm gonna leave the rest. It's not worth enough to bother with. Bandit scalps are worthless right now, but they'll be good later. They're not very heavy, so I'm gonna let Emowyn carry them. She's a thief. They're thieves. She can carry their heads. You can also have these arrows, Emowyn, because you're the only one using a bow right now. That won't be the case much longer. Anyway, this area is very dangerous, and it's not because of those bandits. However, if I'm lucky, I won't.
Halt! Be you friend or foe?
We're friends. Who are you? I am Ajantis, Squire Paladin of the most noble order of the Radiant Heart, servant of Helm, son of the noble family of Ilvastar. I am here to hunt down the vile brigands who assault those traveling these roads. What of you? We share a similar goal. We too are after the bandits who have been raiding along the coastway. We're not, but that still doesn't count as a lie. There's really not an option to tell what we're really doing. Why do you fight against these brigands, Ajantis? When I introduced myself, you perhaps heard when I referred to myself as a Squire Knight. I am on a quest to earn my right to be a full-fledged member of the most noble order of the Radiant Heart. Perhaps we could join forces, for we both wish to see the end of this bandit threat. Why not? We could use another warrior. Okay, so we just got a Jauntus.
Yes?
And I'll explain a
With
Jauntus
ease.
when we get back to the Friendly Arm Inn. I'm getting out of this map. Good. We'll come back to that map later. That map's really nice. There's some great things. I'm afraid of it. At this level. A Jauntus is a paladin. There we go. That's me. There's a Jauntus down here. A Jauntus is a paladin. We get him at level 2, even if I was level 2, he'd still be level 2. So it's not because I'm level 1. Because I'm level 1 or level 2, we get him at level 2. I know you can get him at higher levels later. Really, you can get all the companions at higher levels later, except Emwyn. Emwyn always joins you at level 1 because you can't turn her down. And you can't be higher than level 1. Well, you kinda can, but that's if you bring... That doesn't matter. So yeah, the companions, depending on when you recruit them, will be higher level, but a Jauntus is always level 2, even if you're just level 1. He is good with hand and a half swords. All paladins in 2nd edition D&D had to be human, and they had to be lawful good. I know in later editions of D&D, other races can become paladins, not in 2nd edition, so...
With ease.
I almost thought about being a
Yes?
paladin, but I didn't want to be a human. That's a short bow.
My
stand
honor
ready.
is my life.
A Jauntus is good with longbows, I believe. Yes, so I don't want him to have one of those short bows. However, I do want a Jauntus higher up in the group. Even though a Jauntus is a better fighter than Khalid, I'm going to put him behind Khalid. Wait a minute. Khalid's good with bows too, isn't he? He is. Both longbows. Actually, you know what then? I'm going to put Jaheira behind me. Khalid behind a Jauntus, and we'll go with that, although Emwyn's got to be there. Okay, so this is our party for the entire rest of the game unless somebody dies. I'm not rezzing anybody except for me and Emwyn. Well,
With
me,
ease.
I can't res. Me, I'm just going to have to... You guys coming? Okay. If I die, I have to reload. If Emwyn dies, I will resurrect her. Because I'm considering Emwyn dying a game over scenario as well. Although I'm not going to just reload, I'll revive her and pay the money penalty. Or the spell penalty if I have a spell to revive. But everyone else is expendable, including Nira. And that's my future wife. Well, maybe. I could fail the romance, but I won't. I mean, even... The romance kind of will transfer over to Baldur's Gate 2, but not really. I can restart it in Baldur's Gate 2, even if I fail it in Baldur's Gate 1, just by having my character pretend that I didn't fail it in Baldur's Gate 1. It's weird. It's not as advanced as Mass Effect, where the character really remembers that you failed it in Mass Effect 1. Alright, we need to go in the Friendly Arm Inn and get longbows and arrows, because we are going to have a Jauntus be an archer for the rest of the game, Khalid be an archer for the rest of the game, Emwyn be an archer for the rest of the game,
It will be done.
and Jaheira and I are going to be the fighters on the front line.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
I'm keeping that book for now. I don't need this potion of cold resistance. Jauntus didn't come with anything. This is electricity, right? Yeah, I'll keep that. Were there gems in the gem bag? Nope. Okay, so anyway, I need longbows. Neither of these guys have the strength to use a composite longbow. You need a strength of at least 18. So I'll just get 2 regular longbows. One for Khalid. One for Jauntus. Arrows. 20, 40, 60, 80. Alright, so 12. And 12. And Emwyn. And we're gonna sleep because Nero doesn't have any. Well, yeah, we'll sleep.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
Alright. We need to equip this. So you'll notice right now with his hand and a half sword, Ajantis has 17 for his Thaco. And it's actually worse with this bow. But that's because he has 2 points in the hand and a half sword, only 1 point in the longbow. You'll notice that Khalid has a 19 with his longsword. But he goes down to a better 18 with the bow, because unlike Ajantis, Khalid is part elf. So even though he has better mastery over the longsword than he does the longbow, being a half-elf gives him a bonus with a bow.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not a problem.
A pureblood elf gets a better bow bonus than a half-elf, but a half-elf still gets a bonus. Alright, just thinking, I'm never going to use the sling that I bought myself at the beginning of the game. Once Nira gets another pip, a level that gets her an ability, I'll give her slings. I hate that mages only get one on character creation, which is fine, but I hate that the game gave her staff. The developers gave her staff. Like, give mages either slings or darts. Don't have mages in melee. At least at low levels, the beginning of the game. Higher levels, mages can get into melee no problem. Anyway, what we actually were going to do now is go to High Hedge.
Not a problem.
Here, we're going to get the last item in the game that we need for inventory management. This is another party member we could have recruited, and he's a ranger. And you know how I just said there aren't any more rangers in the game? I said there was some in the mid-game, but that we wouldn't get them till later. I only kind of forgot about Kavan. And I will explain this after we talk to him. We can get him now, so he's not limited to the mid-game. But he also kind of is. So let's talk to him, and then after, I'll explain why he's not available to the mid-game, even though we can get him now.
Hail! It is not often that I come across strangers in this part of the world.
What foolishness takes city dwellers this far from civilization? We're adventurers on the lookout for evil to smite. A strange coincidence. I have a quest similar to your own. I have been hunting the bandits in the region for the past few months. Perhaps if we worked together, we would fare better. What? Hiccups. What say you to that? I don't want to be... we don't have time to devote to that right now, perhaps in the future. Farewell. Okay. We can't
Yes?
do that right now.
With ease.
And that's a quest on a timer. He will lose patience with us before we get to the point where we can deal with the bandit threat. And he will leave the group. Now, I could bum rush to the point where he'll be happy, but then I won't get to take my time and do the side quests that I want to do, and I could also recruit him later, but then we're in the mid-game, and as I said, I don't want to wait till the mid-game to recruit my characters. So, I forgot, what do you even have? Okay, you do have a helmet. Good.
My blade will
He's
cut
not
you
getting
down
the
to
melee anyway,
size.
but still. So, even though we can get Kavan now, I count him as a mid-game companion. And I have used him before, and he's actually really good. He would be way better than a Jauntus with that
For
level.
the glory of Helm!
Come on. There we go. Alright. This is Purdue's short sword. As I said in the earlier episode, if an item has a name on it, it's a quest item. So don't accidentally sell that. It is a quest item. We could have gotten the quest before we came here, but I didn't. Okay, we're fine there. I do want to get Jaheira a better weapon, but oh, actually, since Jaheira is going into, Jaheira can have the better shield. Khalid, that was a Jauntus's shield. No, that was Khalid's shield. There you go, Khalid. Not that he can't actually use the shield when he's using the bow, but whatever. I'm not going to take those halberds, even though they are worth a little bit of money. I could have gotten the quest, but we'll just hold on to the sword. I'll actually probably go hand in that quest today. I don't know, are the skeletons out right now? Okay, there's some skeletons around here. I wasn't sure if they were out. Okay. No. Sometimes the characters like to bum rush the door.
I
I
stand
want to
ready.
go by myself
Not a
into
problem.
here. Because it's hard to get all your characters in this little room.
I be Thalantir, a mighty mage of Baragost.
I don't have much patience for strangers on my property. Do us both a favor and move along. Unless, of course, you have magic for sale. From the looks of you, you couldn't afford the items I have for sale. Alright, this guy's rude, but we're going to talk
I
to him
live
again.
in such a pissant town.
I sincerely hope you have some reason for bothering me. I've already stated that I wish you to leave. Rumors talk of a powerful mage that lives out here. If it is you, I would like to speak with you. Rumors? Puh, there is no mage here that wishes to speak or be spoken of. Unless, of course, if you have magic that you wish to sell. We're interested in selling or even buying magical items. What do you have? Alright, so this is a store. This guy is one of the strongest mages in the game. However, as long as we don't do anything really stupid, we don't have to worry about getting killed. And if we come back later in the game, we could actually kill him, but I'm not playing evil, so why would I do that? I don't have anyone who uses darts, so those aren't very good. I will come back here later in the game and buy some plus arrows, because those are very good. But not now, because it's still early enough in the game that I don't really feel like I need the stronger equipment. I'll also get some better bolts later. I think he might have a better sling. Bullets, not bolts. Bullets. I'll get some better bullets later. We'll come back for potions later. Potion case, $300. Bye. Alright, that was the other inventory and inventory management item in this game that I needed for just making sure I'm not full of potions on all my characters and they can't carry anything else because they have potions. Again, I might buy some potions later. The potion case was added in the enhanced edition of the game. It did not come in the original release. And now for magic. I'm not actually going to have Nira hold the potion case all game. I just gave it to her for now because I wanted to come over to her to get some spells. Nira doesn't need Charm Person. I do want protection from petrification. Don't need infravision, protection from evil, shield. I can't remember. Can shield do other people or just the caster? Just the caster, so that's useless. Because I'm never going to put her in melee. Well, does it protect from arrows too? 4 against all weapons and 2 against missile weapons. I don't think that stacks with... I'm not going to get that. Mirror Image we definitely want. She can't cast it yet, but we definitely want it. Strength is just the caster, right? 1 creature. Okay, no. Resist fear, we have better ways of doing. Flame arrow, I won't. No, flame arrow. Well, I do want hold person too. Skull trap. Yeah, I want skull trap. Don't need to hold undead. Alright, we'll buy those. I'm running out of money. We absolutely want this robe of the neutral arch Magi. However, oh, here's something high enough. $30,750. Let's see how much that goes down if Emowyn's leading the group.
You're all buffle-headed.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
You're a queer I'm gone.
Come on, Emowyn. I want to see how much cheaper that is with Emowyn slightly better. That was 30,000.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I went down to 29. Alright. Well, anyway, we're going to buy that neutral thing later. But not for a little while. Where was I? There
I feel this is my rightful place.
I'm actually going to have the potion case go to Jaheira because she's a druid. Makes as much sense as anything else. And I'm actually going to quick save. And I'm actually going to... I'm tempted to, if I fail some of these, reload. We'll see. I might not. I don't remember what one was that. Alright, we got that one. I'm very tempted. Your intelligence is 17. We don't have a potion of genius, do we?
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Okay, well, we learned a couple of those. I'll come back and buy, rebuy the ones we failed later. But for now, let's avoid the bear. Okay. Bears are not as bad as wolves. I mean, they're way worse than wolves in terms of how much damage they can do. But wolves are automatically aggressive. Bears are only aggressive if you annoy them.
Not a problem.
So we failed 3 of the 4 spells we just bought, which is horrible. But there's enough chances to get those spells later, so I'm not too concerned about it. At this point, I actually want to do something that my character would never approve of, and Ajontis would approve of it even less. But I'm going to get away with it because we're all going to hang out here. And Emowyn's going to go off exploring on her own. After I look at what spells you have. Okay, you have arrows +2, so I definitely want to remember those are there. These bracers of defense are good for mages, but AC 8 isn't... Like, if this was AC better than 8, I might consider it when I had money for it, but not right now. Okay, you have reflected image, deafness, and glitter dust. Nope, don't want any of that. Alright, so everyone's going to stay here, but we're all going to drink at the bar while Emmeline explores on her own for a little bit. She's just going off on an adventure exploring town.
I've done had enough of this.
Now, I don't think this was... I don't even know if it was logged. Oh, there's nothing in that. I don't think this bar actually has anything that I want. There's no one in this room. Now, as I said, I'm justifying going around stealing things even though I'm not evil. Because Emmeline's a thief. Okay. This guy has a name. I said we'd talk to everyone with a name, so how about it, Emmeline? Let's see what he has to say.
What you want?
This is my room and I don't want visitors. Now leave me alone. Oh, alright. So anyway, he actually has an item on him that we could steal. I think if we kill him, we'll get it as well, but...
I'm gone.
I'm willing to justify stealing with Emmeline. I'm not willing to justify murder. But, I'm not willing to steal off of people with Emmeline, just out of, trunks and chests and things like that. I'm not going to go to every single house and steal stuff. Okay.
I'm gone.
I wish
This guy has a quest. What is the thief to do, huh? You invest in some boots of stealth, you set up shop in the Badlands to the south of Baragost, and then wham! Along comes a tribe of hobgoblins, and they tear the boots from right off your feet. Darn blasted bullies is what they are, and I'll pay 100 gold to whoever can get them back for me. I will. Oh look, it's Stritz de Werden. And we lost 15 gold, but we did get a quest. Okay. We will do his quest eventually.
I've done had enough of this.
However, he stole 15 gold from us, so you know what? When we get those boots of stealth, we're going to keep them, because he stole our money. Okay. First successful lockpick she has done in this entire game. Anyway, this one has something I want. A magical mace. That is one of the best weapons in the entire game. Seriously. Just sitting in a dresser in a bar in a town you can get very early in the game. There are much more powerful weapons in this game.
I've done had enough of this.
We'll go ask Nira what it is. Because Emmeline found it lying on the ground. The Stupefier. A 10% chance per hit of stunning target for 1 round. And it's also a +1. So it's a +1 mace, so it's better than a regular mace. Plus it has that 10% chance. And if you get, as you get higher in level, you'll get more hits per round. And as you master your weapon, you get more hits per round, that kind of thing. You end up with a very good chance of stunning the target for 1 round. And if an enemy is stunned, they're helpless. So this is a very good weapon. That we are going to sell. Actually, while we're here, you can take that. You hold this stuff for now, Khalid. Emmeline's not done exploring.
This way.
So yeah, we're not actually going to use that, though. Actually, Emmeline is done exploring. There's way more stuff to steal. But it's all just pocket change stuff, like I could sell for like a couple gold each.
Yes?
So, rather than do that, take your heads back. Yeah. was this? Insulation. Give that to Jahira. I'll probably never use that, but I still want to keep it. I don't want to
Not
sell
a problem.
Let's do
Not
some...
a problem.
We have a couple quests we can do. We have quests we already picked up, I mean. We have produced short swords, so we can do that, even though we haven't actually picked that up. Where is my journal? Thank you. However, in Chapter 1, we picked up a few quests. We can't do the cloak yet. We could do the rogue ogre, but I don't want to right now. Landrin's possessions we picked up. And I want to finish all these, any quest we actually pick up. I'm not going to go out of my way to do every side quest in the game, but if I start a side quest, I'm going to finish a side quest. So we want to do all of these. But Landrin's possessions is what we're going to do right now. This was the one where there was spiders in their house in Beargost. And we're in Beargost. And here's a house. And I don't want everyone to go in the house. I want...
I stand ready. It will be
Here.
done.
You've a task
And Jahira to go in the house.
as good as done.
And
For
run
the
away,
group.
Jahira.
For the group.
Alright. We're going to fight them out here, where the fence will protect the squishies. And Nira
You rang?
will do better with spells than she will.
For the glory of Helm!
Okay. We already killed one. Someone very well could get poisoned. But no one's gotten poisoned yet. I'm very worried about poison. Okay, Jahira got injured, but not poisoned. Come on. Nobody got poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got the spider body, but she wanted other stuff. Come on. They all like to bunch up at the door.
It will be
So let's
done.
find her other stuff. Not there. Okay. So she wanted the boots, the wine. She's not going to care that we took the gold, and consider that payment. She's really not going to care. Alright, so we did that. Now we just got to hand it in to her.
Not a problem.
However, I have 2 other side quests that I can complete. Because we have produced Short Sword, we can go give it to him. Where's everyone else? Everyone else went the other way around. Alright, whatever. However, to give Purdue his short sword,
Nature's servant awaits. As good as done.
I stand ready with ease.
to give
Yes,
Purdue,
O omnipresent authority figure. As good
to
as
give
done.
Purdue his short sword, we're gonna have to go in here because this is where Purdue is.
For the group.
You're at the end of your rope, I'll wager.
Not that it's anything personal, you understand, but I'm afraid your time on this here ball of mud is just about done. Why are you doing this? I've done nothing to you. You've done nothing to anyone, far as I know. Don't matter one whit to me. A price is a price, and a head is a head, and whenever the two meet, there's old Karlat making his living. Like I said, it's nothing personal. Alright, so this guy is another assassin. He's way easier than the other assassins. Even though Jahira is getting pretty injured.
I fear I need healing.
Yes?
Lest I not survive. you've attacked?
I stand ready.
Okay. Well, I did say that for that one assassin is like the hardest fight in the game. So it wouldn't surprise me if... Okay. As I say, it wouldn't surprise me if I die to an easier one. Okay. I don't need his stuff, but I actually will take his... Well, I'm not going to take his axe. It's only worth like $1. Let's find Purdue. That's Purdue right there.
Weird things have been afoot lately.
Hello. You wouldn't have happened to see a big, loudish guy with a dog's head on him around here, have you? A dog's head? You heard me, a dog's head. And breath that could peel paint, too. Oh, a knoll. Yeah, a knoll. There's one hole up in the hills due west of here, close to the high hedge. Darn thieving ball of fur stole my short sword 2 days back. Never liked them myself. How much would that blade be worth to a runty guy like you? I know that seems rude, but if you say the wrong thing, like, he doesn't care if you're rude to him. If you say the wrong thing, he won't let you do the quest. Yeah, lay off the short guy jokes. They're older than your grandmother's uncle. The darn blade ain't worth nothing. It's a pride thing. I'll give you 50 gold pieces if you wipe its butt with it. You got yourself a deal. Alright, and here you go.
Weird things have been afoot.
Figured maybe he'd eaten it by now. I hope you ran him through once or twice to get it, at least. Now take your 50 gold and be gone. Alright, so we did that quest. That was just for experience. We got 500 experience for it.
It will be done.
And we also have another quest item. We have... Is it this one? Nope. This one. We have to deliver that to the wife because the messenger died on the way. So we have to find the correct house. And wouldn't you know it, it's this one.
Not a problem.
Alright, stop moving. I tried to click on you.
Salutations.
My husband had to make a sudden business trip to and I'm so worried for him. Mirian, he always said. Mirian, who knows the road better than Old Row? But the highways just aren't as safe as they once were, and there hasn't been a messenger from since here in months. Could you help? Could you keep your eyes open along the southern roads and let me know if you find anything? And stop moving. I had to completely move all the way around.
Salutations.
Okay, we handed her the note and it says, My dearest Mirian, the road has been difficult, but I have arrived safely here in I think it's actually Am. I think it would be wisest if I returned by sea, however, perhaps sometime after the first snows have fallen. I trust this letter reaches you. The halfling I hired to carry it struck me as an honest enough chap. Always and forever, Ro. So the halfling was honest enough to deliver it, but he wasn't strong enough not to get killed. Oh, thank you for such good tidings. Please let me give you this ring to keep you safe in your travels. Alright, so we got a ring, a magical ring of some sort. And, again, I'm not going to wear anything. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you what it is, though. It's the exact same kind of ring as this, a ring of the princes +1. However, you can't double it, so I can't wear two. So somebody else is going to get the other one, and that somebody else is going to be Jaheira, because she's the other person on the front lines.
Not a problem.
But we're not going to do that until we equip it. Until we identify it. We're not going to equip it until we identify it. So, back to Chapter 1. I have 3 more quests from Chapter 1 that I can do. The prologue, I did every quest that you can get in the prologue. I still have to hand in Landern's possessions, but it's done, other than the turning it in. Gurk's cloak I can't do till the mid-game. This one I could do now, but I don't know if I'd win. This one I could do now. Prism the Sculptor I'll do when I go... when I start the main story again, because it's in a main story area. The Winter Wolf pelts I'll do as soon as I stumble upon a Winter Wolf. And the Missing Boots I'm not actually going to do. I mean, I'm going to go get them, but I'm keeping them. And I'm not going to hand that in yet. I want to go pick up another quest, and then I'm going to end the game.
Not a problem.
We've heard about a captain of the guard in Nashkel that went insane, and there's a bounty on him.
Welcome! The traveling adventurer is never turned away from a house of Lothander.
As we strive to aid all who make a difference in the realms. If you're battle-worn, we can extend a number of necromantic restorations, whatever you need. A small donation is all the compensation that we require. We don't require any help at the moment. Then I will bid you farewell. Before you leave, know that there is a madman by the name of Basilius who roams the wilderness, killing any innocents that happen along his path. If you were to dispose of him and bring back his holy symbol, there is a large reward offered. It is a grisly task, but sometimes there is little choice. Okay. That is actually not the madman that they were talking about. That is not the captain of the guard. For some reason, I was getting two separate side quests mixed up. However, I don't know how that happened. Oh well, doesn't really matter.
With ease. I stand ready. It will be done. Not a problem.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think.
Not a problem.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Oh, flaming!
Hans really not in this.
Possibly frosty. Death!
Okay, well, those were regular wolves, not winter wolves.
Casting spells
Alright.
isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Alright, alright. Why can't I? Whatever. Oh, we can't rest here. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. We came here to do a side quest, and we will next time. Will it be Basilius the murderer? Or will it be the crazed captain of the guards? We shall see. I can't believe I got those two mixed up. But one of them is on this map. And we'll see next time. Hopefully you enjoyed.